I'm just making sure this is working. Okay, there we go. There we go. So, apparently, we're doing a live stream on this YouTuber, Ladd or Greg Thompson. Honestly, I was planning to do a documentary on him, but since he deleted his videos, excuse me, since he deleted his videos, it's very hard to find it, especially from a guy who show absolute zero remorse. So the original title is supposed to be "Why Getting Cancelled Was the Best Thing Happened to Me," but I think ever since he got called out for it, he just changed it to "Why Losing Everything Was the Best Thing Happened to Me," which is really weird considering that about his criminal past. So if you don't know the thing, he got exposed by girls for sending his mini lads, saying that he's gonna like self-harm himself if they come out about this. It's just really weird. He just passed on like nothing ever happened. He said that I mean, he did sneak in with his Craig Thompson channel. I didn't forget about that one. And his only real reasoning why he apologizes because he was getting a lot of hate. But let's watch his video, shall we?
Okay, I know that title's a lot. That's a statement. That's a hell of a statement. But watching the
Hold on, excuse me for 1 second. Okay, sorry. I don't know if I accidentally changed the name of this. Just give me 1 second, please. Okay, how do I... Oh, I can edit, right? Okay, yeah, I can... Many, lad, that terrible story. Okay, so I'm gonna do a reaction. There, hopefully it's there. Give me 1 second, please. Okay, there we go. It's there. So let's go on. Yeah, obviously. Oh, sorry. Yeah, with a very creepy smile and a weird looking eyes. I wouldn't call it a podcast because you have to have multiple people with you. Yeah, just like your last apology, the one that you were trying to save your career from, but that didn't happen at the end. Because you were, you know, the real reason why you apologize, Mini Lad, is because you got not only you got hate, but you got spammed with dislikes, and I'm assuming you took advantage of the of the dislikes being disabled. You look like a poggers. Oh yeah, you were hiding from the government or the authorities because you'll have to send your mini lads to underage ladies. Yeah, of course it is.
Believe what the
Sorry.
title says. Now, I understand
sorry, you
that
guys
getting
watched
in
the
a
video.
situation like I managed to get myself in is a very rare thing. Because
No, it's not a rare thing. It happens all the time. I mean, it's not new that this always happened, if you know what I'm talking about, the P word. It's not new. This always happens, but the internet is their playground.
because whenever you get cancelled, a lot of people just
You didn't get canceled. You were called out. It's called taking accountability. I mean, if somebody wants to cancel you, whatever you want, of course, the sad reality is you can't. I mean, nobody can get canceled if they really want to, really. But this is not you getting canceled, Craig. This is about you not holding accountability.
just keep on keeping on, right?
You keep on keeping on. What the fuck do you mean? Keep on keeping on. They keep, honestly, they did, but they keep going on because you never left the internet. That's the problem.
I didn't do that as such.
What do you mean you didn't do that? Of course you did. You were in hiatus. You went to Northern Ireland, which, by the way, wasn't there like a... I mean, weren't you... Are you not allowed to travel during the pandemic? Because they try to keep people out of the country to prevent more viruses. And of course that never happened anyways.
I panicked.
Okay, I'm sorry. Or maybe in the summer when everything was cooled down. Maybe. Because every winter it gets higher and higher.
I froze, and I did, which, it was, I mean, let's be honest, if you manage to get yourself in the situation I'm in, which...
Well, actually you did, because you try to hide it by threatening them to self-harm yourself.
As a side note, I believe that if you are getting into content creation and you get to a certain point, everyone is going to get canceled, whether it's major or minor at some...
Well, actually, Dream gets cancels always. David Dobrik has the right to get canceled because he done some stupid shit. But this isn't about that. This is about you being a predator.
Some point in their career. That's just the nature of how society is right now.
Oh yeah, you think you acted like it's nothing? Well, I don't know. Should we do it? You should take a look at the paparazzi's video, the Hollywood Fix, where you just lie through your teeth, saying you've been working on stuff and all that.
But I'm a great example of what not to do.
Yeah, like trying to hide it.
And I want this to be a learning process, okay?
Learning process. You're teaching predators instead of kids. Ah, my nose.
Could have handled it like a man. Can I say that nowadays?
Well, honestly, actually, you did put up a PR apology, and I can give you some credits for that, but you just were not held accountable. That what happened.
I don't know. I'm gonna say it anyway. I handled it. I should have handled it properly, but I froze. And I mean, the first thing I put out on Twitter, I just left it to my PR team.
Yeah, that exactly. I'm pretty sure he deleted because he got out of because he tried to hide it, because Twitter is obviously a toxic place.
I was like, hey, I am fucking scared. So for months, I just...
Yeah, you're scared because you're afraid the authorities are gonna get after you. And that's assuming that's why you went to Northern Ireland for that.
Just froze. Froze. There's a bunch of points I would like to make in this video, and the majority of them have come from just having 2 years of just really harsh therapy.
Well, I hope he brings up the victims.
Not just therapy sessions, but also like, you know, like even what I did to a few weeks ago, I disappeared into the woods by myself for a few days, and I just wrote. That's all.
Well, yeah, I'm not sure. See, this is a problem. You lied so much. They say it's hard to take it seriously.
All I did. I've been doing things like that a lot. I go to coffee shops. I have a diary that I write in every day.
Well, actually, I don't know. What's in your diary? I'm curious. I mean, if you go to coffee shops, wouldn't they recognize you? Or probably the mask will hide it. I mean, Craig, we can see your disgusting head.
Hold on. I think for an important video I would plan this, but I wanted to just riff and just talk from my heart and me compared to just a script. That doesn't seem right. This is my journal that I write in every day. Every other day, I'm gonna be...
Okay.
You know, sometimes I forget.
Oh my god. I understand this like a... I mean, not gonna lie, the diary looks cool, but... I can show us when it's in there. Or maybe not.
That's just me being honest. Write diaries. Who would have thought? Physically writing stuff is...
well, yeah. Not to mention... Okay, I'm sorry. I dropped my bottle. Not to mention that you lied so much to say that you were in therapy. And I'm sorry. I know I'm being off topic, but it's true though, because not once in this video, not once that he even said something about the victims. My goodness.
It's so therapeutic. I sit on my balcony and I just write. Whether it's 2 pages, 4 pages, 6 pages, whatever is going on in the day. It can be as simple as whatever TV show you're watching. Just write and just get into a process of having a way to just let things out, even if it's so mundane. Because as life is, things aren't mundane all the time.
Let me ask you something. You can't stop lying, can't you? Because look at that. You had because the thing is, you can tell by eye language.
You know, life happens. Whether it's deaths or accidents or whatever it may be. Write that down. Get in the process of it. Seriously. What I did for a long time as well is I did a video journal. And a video journal is fantastic because I was so used to being a YouTuber that I just
he's gonna show
put my camera to my face and I vlogged for like 10, 20, 30 minutes depending on what it was. And that...
Wait, is that a bruise that you've been pinned down? I just had to make a joke about that. Sorry.
Was just a way to just help get things out. Oh, my knees. I'm so sorry for my...
To get things out? No, you're... Well, you're trying to hide everything. That's what you do. So stupid little kids can actually support you. I'm sorry, this is 2017, but I gotta do this. So therapeutic. See, this is therapeutic, not a diary. Of course, you can actually write stuff in your diaries, but why would you like bring that up, like the diary thing? Because, to my understanding, diaries are supposed to be like private, for privacy reasons, not for public things. You're such a fucking liar.
Banged up knees. Jesus, oh my god.
Well, actually, yeah, honestly, that always happens. Because The thing is, I actually I don't know what do you call that. I guess I tick sometimes. I tick to the point I accidentally hit things. But why would you want to put that in the video? I mean, yeah, you can. You can because it actually happened, but why for this one?
I just like something like this. I'm comfortable. I'm a anxious being, so I like fetal position. I feel comfy.
Why? That doesn't remind you of girls? Underage girls?
Here. I wanted this video to kind of let you know of the things that I've learned over the last 2 years. And admittedly, these are things that have happened to me. I'm in a very, very weird circumstance right now in life.
Well, yeah. Like, the process that people... Like, the circumcision that people hates you for what you have done. And try to convince your fans to support you. That's the circumcision.
But there may be like little tidbits here and there that you can apply to your own lives. And even if it helps one person, to me, that's the most important thing. I'm able to let people know where I am, which is...
Well, I'm assuming you're in California because I believe you were in Texas. I don't know if it is because Texas, the age of consent is 16 or something, or you're less popular there. I don't know. But this is not about what happened, Craig. This is about you trying to, like, hide it.
It's great, because I want to get back into this stuff, regardless of money or not. But if I'm able to help people along the way, then it's an absolute win for me. A lot of topics I'll be getting into is a lot of the things I've been talking about.
Oh, I want to mention something. I actually do amend... So, you guys remember the video I did for my mental health getting worse. I mean, yeah, it is getting worse because I feel paranoid and something might have got after me, and I have like PTSD for that. Depression, I'm not sure because it's been like years, and I don't. Maybe a little, but not. Yeah, I know that. People are surprised I don't go to therapy for that. I should, honestly. But I don't understand it. You go to therapy just for what? You love kids and you need to like need therapy? No, you just said the therapy so you can just like make everyone forget about that.
With my therapist for the last few years. Admittedly, I've had technically 3, but 2 main ones. I had one for like 2 weeks, and then I swapped that therapist out, got another therapist. I had her for a year, but then there was a rule where I had her when I was in LA and I moved to Texas. And then during COVID, there was a time where she could help me, even though it was outside of her state because of
I'm pretty sure
weird COVID regulations. Whenever that got cut off, I got myself a Texas therapist. Okay, so I'm editing this, and I just forgot a really valid point that I wanted to bring up. That if you're gonna get a therapist, don't be afraid to change therapists.
I mean, yeah, don't be afraid to change it. But I'm pretty sure one of you kicked you out because they found out what you. That face. You can tell that face means that he's lying. See when his like this. When you see his lips going, one of his lips going down droopily, you can tell he's lying. Yeah, yet again, don't be afraid to change therapists, but I'm pretty sure they kick you out because they know what you've done.
A therapist is someone that you're going to spill your entire life to. The stuff that you've been hiding away from everyone in your life, you're going to spill to.
Well, yeah, that's true, but have you told them what you have done?
This person, so make sure that this is someone that you're comfortable with. Make sure they're like a friend.
True.
Because even a friend, right? You're only gonna tell them.
But the thing is, you should have told them what you have done, not. I can't. I just can't with that face.
A best friend, 95% of the stuff. There's still stuff that you would never tell them. but you
Those
need to
four.
be able to feel really, really comfortable with your therapist to make sure that you can get the benefits of therapy, like the real deep, deep benefits. And that's why I honestly think it takes a good 4 to 8 sessions to feel fully comfortable before you can get into the big stuff. And long-term therapy, you know, one thing I've had with my therapist is they write a lot of stuff down, and we'll just have conversations. And it could just be about nothing. My therapist also likes climbing, so we talk about climbing a lot. And then
Is that Is that why? Is that why you went rock climbing? For context, what I'm talking about is that for his comeback video and the Craig Thompson channel, he apparently went rock climbing on say of a challenge of a 24-hour on a cliff. Sorry, this is getting boring.
then random tidbits will come up, and she'll be like, wait, what you just said is different than what I have written down here that you said 5 months ago. What happened during that time for you to change this opinion? And that's where therapy really comes into play. It's a marathon, not a sprint. And I'm going to get back to previous Greg. Okay, thanks. But I've been in therapy the last 2 years straight. And let me tell you, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, is it a great time. It's some sessions, you
know, honestly, yeah, it is, but for you, it's scary.
Think I'm having a good time, everything's fine, but you need to go anyway. Because for me, I always thought of going to my therapist on a good day as like showing her what my good side is like where I feel free and happy.
Well, I'm pretty sure, yeah, like I said, I'm pretty sure he's not gonna tell them what he has done.
Happy because it's not always gonna be that way. So a lot of the topics that I'll be talking about is things that I've learned in therapy, and hopefully you can take some of it into your own lives. There's a cut there because I said that 3 times. It's been a while since I've done this. Anyway, and for those who don't even know me, really, I've been doing YouTube now on this Mini Ladd channel since 2011. My career blew up in about 2013, GTA 5.
Actually, no. No, you blew up because you were with the Venus gaming crew, or the Venus crew.
I went to college the first week that GTA 5 came out. And that's when all of our careers, me and the guys who I used to play with, our careers all blew up. I remember
Do you like that? He said, guys. I'm assuming it gets all with the trouble with him and Terrorizer. He couldn't say that, so I guess that's why.
Even Nogla talking to my mom whenever I was in university saying, hey, there's a really good opportunity here for Craig. We think that, you know, it's in your best interest to let Craig have a year to figure it out. And that was the year that changed everything, you know? That was 9 years ago. Here's what I noticed as well, is because I started to blow up right at the end of high school going into college.
Again, with the Venus gaming crew.
Me in high school specifically, I was friends, here's how I put it. I was friends with everyone, but never best friends with anyone. And that kind of...
I mean, why would you... Wait, why? Why? I mean... Why would you not want to be best friends?
Left me enough room to be able to, you know, start a YouTube channel and do the things I want to do. But diving in deeper, one thing I realized is because of this, I was in a constant state of proving myself.
I'm sorry. I mean, what? What? The whole point of being a friend is to be engaged with each other, so you can keep the friendship can be keep going. You're such a worthless shit, Craig.
And what that means is because I was never best friends with anyone, I was constantly on edge trying to make sure I could say something funny, do something, or...
Yeah, like the time that like the time... I mean, there was a video that aged like milk, and what I'm talking about, it was the one that made like had a Mario have a Mario avatar, and he does the Pablo thing. You can look that up.
just interact with these people around me so they wouldn't kick me out of whatever friend group I was in.
Well, no. Let's look back. Let's refresh to our memories to the time at 2019, where you called out the group for playing old games like GTA 5, Gary's Mod. You claim you weren't. You said they weren't kicking. They kick you out of your chats, which you stated, saying that you weren't kicked. You just left, and you said that they were talking shit about other YouTubers, and that means it's about you.
And I was just so used to just proving myself, like, please let me stay. And that, because I went straight from my school years into my YouTube years, that never left. And I didn't know that until, during these last 2 years. I literally had to reinvent myself, and I had to figure out every little piece of the puzzle. Like, everything that has went wrong in my life, I had to look at, pinpoint, and...
Oh yeah, like calling out your friends, and then having Terrorizer calling you out. I mean, honestly, Terrorizer doesn't want to be in drama, but let's be honest here. The drama had been started by you.
And say why. So that carried over into my YouTube life. And I was in a group of about 8 to 10 guys. And at all times, we were all just cracking jokes, having fun.
I mean, I don't know if he's lying about that, but I guess Craig, he lies a lot. But I need to go back to the old videos to see how many are there. And that's not a joke. I honestly need to look that up.
And it was for so many years. It was so much fun. But eventually, after a while, that side of my brain caught up to me. And instead of having fun, I felt like I was just back into a constant state of proving myself. Because I knew that I wasn't the biggest in the group. I knew that,
Well, you grew with them.
I was down the pecking order as far as subscribers, views, relevancy, whatever. So I kind of felt like I just had to keep proving myself. And I kept hitting this wall that I couldn't get past because I realized, like, I'm funny, but I'm not the funniest.
Well, I mean, you screaming a lot. I mean, back before they found out about you made like the Pablo the hold on a second, Pablo the Predator joke. You made a horrible. I don't know what to say.
I never had.
Oh yeah. At the time you called out your friends for playing Gmod in 2018 when you're doing the Mario Kart, and somebody donated you asking why you left the group.
Like a character like the other guys had, I felt outside of it. And that was one of the big reasons why I left and why I wanted to kind of do my own stuff, because I kept hitting this wall where I wanted to prove myself, and I was like, well, if I break away, I'll be able to prove myself.
Improving by destroying your friendship with the Vegas gaming crew. That's what.
Myself. And I went about it the wrong way, where I was so focused on making sure that people wouldn't leave. This is a quote that I thought of that makes so much sense to me. Every day I cared so much about proving myself and trying not to make this career go away that in turn I lost my mind and I let my career go away.
Yeah, you did when you got. Actually, I'm sorry. I miss info, you guys. That it didn't happen with when the girls calling you out, your ex calling you out, your ex Sammy called you out. There was not. It was actually the biggest one that your career went out, but it wasn't the first one that made it happen. The first one happened when you talk shit about your friends. That's when your fall down started. Oh, I forgot to mention this to you guys. What happened was Craig made Mini Ladd made a video stating that he actually made it with a sorry, he's trying to like make it up to a Terrorizer, which turns out to be a lie confirmed by Terrorizer himself.
That to me was the foundation to add pieces of this puzzle up. And what do I mean by that? This is a really competitive space. YouTube nowadays, it's really, really competitive. And
well, yeah, for shitty people like you.
I always try to just stay above the curve, transition between whether it's games or Reddit reacts or meme streams or...
Well, yeah, you try to play kids game, but I mean, you do, but you try to play kids game when you got called out, but Keemstar called you out saying you can't play Minecraft or any child games. And
Call of Duty or whatever it may be, that I was so focused on that I never had time to myself. And this is leading into a bigger conversation that I want to have in this video, which is the mental state of a lot of creators. What do I mean by that?
God damn it. I'm assuming he got mad at Keemstar for not playing Minecraft. Yes, yeah, Minecraft back in the days, still is now, but except from me, it blew up, and that's what made YouTubers famous.
I honestly believe that if you... I mean, it's the same as, like, you know, Disney stars and things like that, right? Where if you blow up...
Why are you comparing Disney stars to your own action? I know Miley Cyrus tried to escape Disney. That's for sure. I mean, she did. Which is good for her anyways, but why are you comparing that?
Whenever you're younger, you don't have enough time to grow as a person before your life gets taken out of your hands.
Well, yeah, that happens with that happens with Jenna McCurdy. She doesn't have time because her mother forced her to be an actress because it was a source of income. I mean, poor Jenna McCurdy. I mean, hold on. Janet, if you're watching this, I'm sorry if I had to bring this up, but it's just that this guy is a liar. And I couldn't take him seriously. But I just want to say, just be well about what happened to you. I mean, or feel well, or I don't know. I don't know what's the word, but maybe just get better.
My life was so focused on making sure I had content every day, that things didn't go away, that I didn't have time to grow as a person. There's a banger quote whenever Rob Lowe went on the Joe Rogan podcast. Say whatever you want about Joe Rogan. It's not about him, it's about Rob. And Rob Lowe is this guy you probably know from Parks and Rec, but he's been a celebrity, you know, since he was like 15 years old back in the 70s or 80s.
Yeah, but what's that?
And he said a quote that stuck with me. And that says, "From the moment you become famous, your mental state gets frozen in carbonite."
I mean, it will depend on the people, though. But you couldn't handle it.
What does that mean? That means that from the very second that you become famous, or all of a sudden your life gets taken out of your hands because of responsibilities outside of your control, you don't have enough room or space to grow anymore. For me, for example, because I was one of the only ones out of the group that really showed my face earlier on, I got recognized a lot. And 2019
Yeah, that's why the Hollywood Fix saw you.
2020, I was getting recognized every time I left my apartment and
Of
my house.
course.
So I always felt like I had to put up this front. And especially living in LA, you always hear about how LA can make or break you.
Oh, blame it on LA. Of course. You know who, oh, wow. I'm sorry for the background noises back there. But you know who, you know who blamed Hollywood for their actions? Tony Lopez. Tony Lopez blamed Hollywood for it.
I thought
same.
I had it under control. For the longest time, I was like, I got this. I'm not letting LA take control of who I am.
Or LA, sorry.
What it did, though, is I didn't have enough time to grow myself. So all of a sudden, everything that was around me became what I was.
Well, a predator, that's what it was.
Down to the clothes I wore, which I wore very different clothes growing up. All of a sudden, I tried to wear whatever I thought was cool. I bought things that I thought that would lead to people liking me. Should I have bought...
I mean, that happens in high school that often when you're you're trying to impress the popular girl. Sometimes schools are very, very hurtful. But what happened with you, Greg, is just that people might want to like you, so they won't hate you for the things that you have done.
I was 22 years old when I bought a $3.2 million house and a Ferrari in the same month, and I bought that Ferrari outright.
Oh, God.
And I realized that that is an awful idea. Who would have thought?
Well, an awful idea for you to talk to kids.
Because of the foundation of just trying to prove to people that I want to be something, I realized that I started to buy things where I didn't have enough confidence in my...
Oh, God. Anyways, I'm just gonna check the chat to see if people say something. Excuse me 1 second, please. Oh. When did I start streaming? Since 37 minutes ago. But welcome to the stream, Master Gamer. Or Mr. Gamer, I'm sorry. I'm just checking the chat here before. Okay, let's go back to this.
My own personality. So I was like, well, if I buy these nice cars and these nice houses and I dress well and I have the nicest designer shoes, Gucci hoodies, whatever it may be, then maybe people will like me for the things that I have compared to the content of my character.
God damn it.
That was another door open. And again, this is things that I've learned in therapy. I think everything that
A door open? What are you talking about?
I've learned, I'm not going to be able to tell all in this video.
Actually, no, you will not, because you don't want to outrightly say it, what you have done. So you don't want, like, kids to, like, find out what you have done. See, this is the problem with you, Craig. You lied so fucking much, that it's very hard to take it seriously. I mean, can you just, like, held accountable for 1 second, please? Of course.
The whole bottom floor was just open and empty and hollow. And I'm a Northern Irish farm town boy, right? I'm used to family and tradition and... God, I hate every time I say family, I think of Vin Diesel. God damn it. Family and...
Why do you have to bring Vin Diesel into this one?
Tradition and just working off each other's backs and, you know, everything is... You care about your little tribe and community around you, and I love that.
Well, the town that I am from is the same, but doesn't excuse the actions of you.
But from the second that you become a content creator, your privacy really just gets thrown out the window. Like, the amount of stories you
That is true, though, but
hear from YouTubers, TikTokers, whoever it may be, having to say, hey, I appreciate you as a fan, but please don't come near my house.
I mean, honestly, I would have done that if people went to my house.
Is staggering. There was a story from a YouTuber that I'm not gonna say, and I may be butchering this story, but
Wait, what YouTuber?
it was something like this: Iranian couples coming over to the country that this YouTuber was in, and the kid was like, "Oh, I wanted to meet so and so YouTuber. Here's his address." And they went on holiday from Iran to this country, and they went out of their way to go stalk this YouTuber, the parents as well. And they went to the door, and the YouTuber opened up, and they were like, "Hey, like, can we come in and get like a cup of tea? Can we, can we get some food? Can we meet you? Can we do whatever?" And it's like, "Hey, this is my home. This is my private space. You can't be doing this." And they got upset about it. Like, how like you're my son's hero, and you're just gonna like disregard him like that? And it's just, there's so.
Well, I don't know what YouTuber he's referring to, but yeah, don't go to their like houses because it's their privacy. I'm serious though, unless you're invited. Let's just say, but it doesn't excuse you, Craig. I'm pretty sure that you had the same. I'm pretty sure you had the same feeling as that you don't want the authorities to find you. I'm like, you can't stop lying, can't you?
Much pressure put upon the content creator nowadays. It is unfathomable, especially because this is something that whenever I used to work a lot with YouTube, like YouTube used to call me up, and I used to do panels and stuff for YouTube Talk. I remember I had this one with Anthony Padilla.
Well, yet again. Don't go to any houses, don't dox people. I'm serious.
This is 2016, and I was talking like one of the CEOs of Intel and CFOs of other companies and whatever, and we were talking about why brands should promote and make, put adverts on YouTube and have sponsorships and everything.
I mean, yeah.
And the example that I use is this.
Happen.
Traditional celebrities, right? Think of my original example was Will Smith, but
yeah, at least Will Smith doesn't.
He's having fun. He'll be fine.
Yeah, I'm assuming if Will Smith finds out about what you have done, he might slap you.
You got your Will Smiths or your Justin Biebers or, any of the Kardashians, whatever it may be, traditional celebrities. You have no chance of meeting them. You may love their music, their movies, their, whatever it may be, whatever art they put out. You may really, really like that, but you have little to no chance of meeting them. But
well, the same incident with Kanye West when he punched a fan because of an autograph.
The reason why social media blew up is because all of a sudden, the people that you watched, the YouTubers that you watched, you became attached to them. And it became more of like a friend on the couch telling you to do stuff.
Well, not really, because they don't, trust me, Craig, they don't reply back, unless if you're a verified guy. Some do, but not you. But not a lot.
Celebrity, they became friends. So all of a sudden that security and privacy boundary went out the window, where you could get families coming to other YouTubers' houses without a worry in the world. There's a million different stories from a million different YouTubers. But basically the privacy is gone. So getting back to what I was saying, where you can't grow. It is nearly impossible to grow. And I also thought
Oh.
that's why a lot of
Well, I mean, yeah, it is, but you, on the other hand, don't grow because you haven't learned.
really, really high profile people do drugs because they have no room in their life to.
No, it's because they have so many money. I mean, the rock era. If you guys know the rock era, they have money to buy drugs, and that's why some rock celebrities died.
Grow as people, but they want to feel that organic happiness, and the only way they can really do that is by taking drugs.
That's yeah, that's why they died early. That's why.
Because after a while, you know, like even on my stand-up comedy tour, like I loved every single second of it. But if you're on tour like Metallica has or whatever, like for 40 years, the idea of going on stage just becomes monotonous. It becomes repetitive. It becomes job. You know, it's the age-old cliche saying. I found out cliche sayings, once you actually like experience what they mean, you're like, oh, that makes sense. I realized that life is about the journey. You need to enjoy the ride. You need to enjoy the journey. Don't focus on the destination.
The journey to get away with things.
An example that I heard was, if you're lost in a forest, you don't know your way out. There's no rivers, there's no anything. You don't know what time of day or night it is, and you feel lost. You don't really know where to go.
Well, not really. If you have a map with you, or it's called a GPS.
Instead of worrying about that, if you just take one step at a time, those little steps, you'll eventually, as time goes on, make your way out of the forest. Like, it's little...
Yeah, you do. You try that. And yet again, you got so many dislikes.
Little things like that I love. Also, David Goggins, please, if you take away anything from this video, please read this book. I literally have a David Goggins wristband on. Hold on. If you are lost and you don't really know where to start, I don't read. Please, for the love of God, read this or
Can't turn me. Yeah, oh God.
Listen to this. I've listened to this book 5 different times. It is about a guy who's 300 pounds working for a place called Ecolab, where he was cleaning out cockroaches. He wanted to change his life around. He needed to lose 110 pounds in 3 months to join the Navy SEALs. I'm not going to ruin the rest of the story for you, but now he is...
Sorry, Ivan. But, Greg, that's what you did. You lose pounds just so you can change, which it doesn't change. P doesn't change. When I mean P, not to say the word, not to get in trouble on YouTube.
Is one of the best people as far as motivation goes, because he doesn't just say it, he lives it. I mean, fuck, I got a signed version. This changed my life. This book changed my life, and I'm not a guy who reads. But no.
Well, you don't, because you don't want to be reminded what you have done.
I realize I am covered in books. That's what happens when you go off the internet. At the end of the day, I'm nowhere near perfect. Yeah, I'm a lot further than where I was. I realize that the whole journey of life is to strive for perfection, knowing that perfection doesn't exist.
Perfection, of course it doesn't. Perfection doesn't exist. Like, there's perfect and imperfections. No, perfection exists, but not really. Not really for life. But it doesn't. This is not how it is. You don't. The real reason that this video is not perfect is because you don't want to say it. Wolf, what have you been doing? Such a worthless piece of shit.
Every day you just do something that's a little bit further towards where you want to be. I mean, David Goggins even says it himself. Do something every day that's uncomfortable. Whether it's working out, whether it's...
Yeah, I mean, I can agree with David, whatever his last name is. I'm so sorry if I mispronounce it. But the thing is, Craig, you cannot change. I'm sorry. You cannot change because science says that you're attracted to kids. God.
Confronting something. He has this thing called the accountability mirror, which you just stare yourself in the mirror, you put post-it notes of the things around you that you want to fix, and you look deep into your eyes and look into your soul and say, who are you? Who are you? And I've cried in front of that mirror many a times. Because now and again, you'll come across realizations organically. It's just something like the gym you need to work at. Mental strength, it's just putting your reps in. That's what it is. It's not like
saying that you're in a mental health journey.
I'm gonna go 4 sessions of therapy and I'm gonna be in tip-top. No, therapy is a lifelong thing. I am now going to therapy every week. I want to for the rest of my life. Because life is the way that it is, you are going to be confronted with things that you don't like. Death.
Yeah, like getting called out. That's what you don't like. Trying to avoid jail. That's what you don't like.
Injury. Things I've said before. Death, something going on with the family, something going on in your personal life. I don't know, like, I had no gas in my apartment for 3 months because of a Texas freeze at the beginning of the year. So I had to make it work, like, there's little things. Maybe big things. But if you're able to work on yourself every single day, you're able to adapt to everything that's around you because times are moving so fucking quickly that for you to be able to keep up and feel like you're on top of things, you could use a swimming pool analogy, To keep your head above water, to feel like you're not constantly drowning, you need to put the reps in. And you need to be able to adapt to everything that's going on in your life. Because
whatever.
My life went from everything to nothing. If I didn't adapt...
Yeah, like the time you were hiding it.
I'd be in a fucking psych ward. Maybe dead. Who knows? I know that's very extreme. You're like, he's just saying that for... It's an example. There is no better feeling than feeling happiness within yourself. And I think through like the tour, I felt happiness and pride, but I've never felt true happiness from the time I wake up to the time I go to bed.
God. The thing he constantly said makes me irritated.
There's been glimpses of happiness where like happy and then just constantly neutral, and then a little bit more, maybe a little bit down. But now it's just, you want to elevate that. You want to be able to get you need to understand the fundamentals of things that make you happy. Find friends that you're willing to have deep conversations with.
Okay, I'm sorry. I need to stop this. This is too much. It's too much. I can't stand it. Yeah, he doesn't like his Twitter, only his Instagram. Wait, I want to take a look at the comments. Because they say something really important there. Saying, he isn't sorry. This is going to be some uncanny valley type of interest. Yeah, true. I'll follow up to my official opinion after this. Well, this is a dumbass. Assuming, I don't know. I really... I mean, that's a good roast over there. I realize his video is more of your Irish accent is popping out there, Craig. Yeah, sure. He really tried to sneak this by, huh? You said so much without saying anything at all. Yeah, that's true. Right. Okay, there we go. Regardless of what opinion you have, you can't help but he proud of the weight he lost. I mean, that's reasonable for people who are out of shape, but it's not reasonable. I believe in second chance. Oh God, no! This guy is in the wrong. You should have stayed in the woods. Okay, that's a good one. So yeah, I'm sorry, I had to stop this because it's too much from him. Too much. too much.